in the ring. Rolly. Are you in love with me?
On May 2nd, live on DAZN Worldwide and in the heart of New York City, two of the biggest punchers in boxing will square off in a 147-pound fight when Rolly Garcia takes on former 140-pound champion Rolly Romero. That will happen on May 2nd. Today, they face off. Ryan, been a year since we've seen you back in New York. How does it feel to be back here?
It feels good. It's kind of like a bittersweet moment because all of the stuff that transpired after. But at the end of the day, I'm just excited to be back in the ring. Rolly's is a pretty good fighter. And I think that, this has been a long time coming. And, it could set me up really well for the rematch with Haney. But first I got to, focus on Rolly. So here we are. I'm excited to be back in the ring.
Both you guys have been talking about this fight for a while. After you beat Duarte, you called Rolly out. Rolly, I saw a clip of you, it was like 3 or 4 years ago, saying you and Ryan would meet at 147 pounds. You kind of predicted this would happen. How do you feel now that it's here?
I mean, I said it was going to be one of the biggest fights in the history of boxing, and definitely in the history of the United States. So, look at this. I mean, even just looking at the card, like how stacked it is, even with Devin, and we got 2 4-time world champions inside of on our undercard. So,
and you actually should be thanking me for the success you've had in your career, because you used me in that sparring match.
Let me ask you a question.
Use those moments. Don't lie. Use those moments.
How many followers did you have at the time we sparred?
What are you talking about?
10K?
I was the most hottest prospect
you had like
in
10K
the sport.
followers.
But ever since I
and then aside from
when
that,
I rose though, what were you? Were you not bringing that back every time? Hold up, before you talk, because I was on a hot ride. You weren't.
The sparring video you're talking about, it's been everywhere for a while now.
8 years. That's crazy. A very long time.
It's an iconic video.
Why do you say it's an iconic video?
Just been playing. It's been running for 8 years straight. It's like a TV show that don't want to turn off.
At this point,
damn, man, it's just like Friends that won't stop.
I ain't even gonna lie. I'm tired of watching that.
Yeah, it's just one of those things that just never left, my career. Like, no matter what I did, it's just like they're always running that. So I'm happy this fight's finally happening, because we got to find out, what would happen in a real fight, and it's time to figure it out.
Overdue.
Yes, sir.
I can't even tell you how many times, or even coming up, how many times I call you out, like a million at this point.
You did, and it's finally here. Let's get it.
Long, long overdue.
Have you, when you see that video, has it ever bothered you over the years?
100%, yeah, it's bothered me. Not so much like recently, but yeah, like when I was first coming up, that was everywhere, and it's all the time, and it wasn't even like something I felt that was so bad, I felt like it was just like a regular sparring match. You had a couple good moments, but I felt like I sparred pretty good, considering I was really low in weight at the time. But, it did bother me. And it's something I always wanted to, put a stake in. Like, I don't even want that to even be near me. Like, that's why I'm here to fight him and just destroy him, and then nobody got to talk about that no more.
What do you remember about that sparring session, Rolly?
I remember walking into the gym that day, and then he, Otis comes up to me and tells me, hey, this kid went sparring, I hadn't sparred in a while, and it's like, oh, someone was sparring, because I was stopping everybody at Floyd's,
What's weird is I was stopping everybody at Floyd's at the same time. I was.
Yeah, I know, I remember you cracked the out of Blair.
Blair got knocked out, probably 2 weeks before, or a week before.
Yeah, Blair's catching strays here at this face-off.
Ooh! It's collateral damage, but yeah, that's what happened.
Do you feel like you got the best of him that day?
Yeah, for sure. But sparring, just sparring.
Well, you pushed that out there, like you said, for years. So.
Yeah, but the reason I pushed it out is because he posted a video.
Yeah, because I was resting my case because, they edited a good video.
No.
Actually,
you posted the video first. You're not going to tell me you did not post the video first.
The first sparring, actually, I did what I felt I needed to do. He's a bigger dude. He was hitting, punched pretty hard. So I was jabbing him, hooking him, jabbing him, right hand, jabbing him. He couldn't catch up to me, though. I'm bigger than you now, though. I'm bigger than you now, though. So none of that wrestling ain't going to work this time, I promise you. That wrestling they're trying to put, being all dirty, that ain't gonna work this time.
You're dirty. You went like this. Pop, break, and then try to hit me on. Oh, that's where you f***ed up.
No, that's not true. true, bro. You were fighting
yeah,
there already, bro. You
but
came in your head.
we can
You still
rewatch
fight.
it.
You still
Man,
fight that
I'll
way.
pull that up right now.
Whatever.
All over there. You're like,
All
break,
I know
break,
is
break, break, break.
during that sparring, he was able to roughhouse me, able to put me in bad position. I didn't want to because I was, physically smaller than him at the time. Now I'm next to him. He looks smaller than me. He look like a baby compared to me. I know I'm a big dude, so you're in for a rude awakening if you think any of that's gonna work. It kind of showed me that your strength ain't really up there anymore when I seen your last 2 fights with Pitbull and the other dudes. So you're in for some. It might be your last
man,
fight.
With Haney, you look like the only time you ever looked good was when you dropped him. But I mean, man, Haney, man, he's always been.
And you're in big trouble now because I'm not doing the stuff I was doing when I was doing with Haney, and I beat him. So that just shows you where I'm at.
So you were doing it or you weren't doing it?
What do you mean? I showed everybody on my Instagram I was drinking, I was smoking. What are you talking about? I didn't hide it. People seen it. But now I'm not. You can see right now I'm clean. So I'm even more focused. I'm training every day, so it's gonna be even worse.
Good. I want you to be. Because I don't want anyone to take away any credit or any of that stuff once I stop your ass.
Okay, well, like I said, bro, you're gonna be retiring that night. You're gonna be retiring. I promise it's gonna be